You know, there comes a point in life when you realize some friendships don't end with a big, dramatic blow-up. There's no major argument, no door slammed, no sad country song playing in the background. You just wake up one day, pour your coffee, and have this thought, why do I feel so emotionally tired? And I haven't even checked my emails yet. And then, it clicks. It's not work. It's not the daily grind. It's them. It's a friendship. This matters because so many good, kind, well-intentioned people, the ones who show up for potlucks and lead prayer circles, are stuck in friendships that are slowly, quietly, driving them absolutely nuts. This is for the person who loves God, who genuinely tries to do the right thing, but somehow always ends up as the emotional dumping ground for everyone else. You're that friend who always listens, who forgives easily, who shows up no matter what, and prays about it later. But you're also the one who goes home completely exhausted, questioning your own sanity, and wondering if Jesus ever flipped a table because, let's be honest, you're starting to get why he might have. Toxic friendships rarely, if ever, show up wearing a warning label. They don't announce themselves like, "Hi, I'm here to completely drain your peace and seriously test your Christian character." No, it's much more subtle. They start out normal. They're even fun at first. You laugh together. You bond. You survive tough times. Side by side. You have history. You find yourself saying things like, "Oh, that's just how they are." Or my personal favorite, that little prayer you whisper under your breath. "Lord, give me patience, because if you give me strength, I might say something I'll regret." And slowly, without you even noticing, patterns start to form. You see their name pop up on your phone, and instead of smiling, your first reaction is a deep sigh. The kind of sigh you let out when you're really about to carry 3 bags of groceries up a long flight of stairs. You leave conversations with them feeling confused, maybe a little insulted. And somehow, you're the one apologizing, even though you're not entirely sure what you did wrong. They tease you, but it's always got a little bit of a sharp edge to it. Tasty Tyree just being honest. But somehow their honesty leaves you feeling like you're bleeding. And you keep just laughing it off because you don't want to be dramatic. You don't want to cause a scene. After all, you're a person of faith. You're supposed to be loving, patient, and kind. And apparently, you're also supposed to be allergic to setting boundaries. This is where that internal conflict really starts to kick in. Because the Bible says to forgive. It says to love your neighbor. But what nobody really prepared you for was how to love your neighbor when your neighbor keeps borrowing your lawnmower and forgetting to return it. Metaphorically speaking, you start to wonder, if I take a step back from this friendship, am I being unloving? Am I failing God? Or am I just finally paying attention to the red flags? Forgiveness means you let go of bitterness. It doesn't mean you let go of common sense. Think about it. Even Jesus, who loved people more deeply than anyone, still disappeared from crowds. He didn't ghost people, but he definitely didn't over-explain his every move either. Sometimes he just said, "Yeah, I'm gonna head out now," and went off to pray and recharge. There's a reason God tells us to guard our hearts above all else. Because everything we do flows from it. Not just some things, everything. Your peace flows from it. Your joy, your clarity, your faith. And if a friendship consistently leaves you feeling anxious, drained, or questioning your own worth, that's not a sign that you're being weak. That's a sign that your discernment is finally clocking in for its shift. For most of us, there's a turning point. It's not usually some dramatic movie scene moment. It's just you, alone, probably late at night, having a very honest conversation with God. You're just like, "Okay, Lord, be straight with me here. Is it them, or am I actually losing my mind?" And in that quiet moment, instead of thunder or judgment, God gently starts to show you the pattern. He highlights the repetition. He helps you see the emotional toll it is taking. And suddenly you realize that the discomfort you've been feeling all this time isn't guilt, it's wisdom, and it's been knocking on your door for a while. That's when the central question starts to change. You stop asking, "How do I keep this friendship afloat?" And you start asking a much more important question. Who am I becoming in this friendship? Are you becoming calmer or more anxious? Are you feeling more secure in who you are? Or are you constantly second-guessing yourself? Are you becoming more Christ-like, or are you just getting really, really good at suppressing your emotions and calling it maturity? Letting go of a friendship hurts. It can feel like admitting defeat. It feels awkward. It can feel incredibly lonely. It feels like that moment you know you're going to run into them at Target. And you start planning how you're going to pretend you didn't see them while you aggressively examine a display of candles you have no intention of buying. But sometimes, obedience to God isn't about staying and suffering through a situation. Sometimes, true obedience is stepping back and trusting God to handle what you no longer can. Walking away the godly way isn't loud. It isn't a dramatic Facebook post or a long, drawn-out speech justifying your actions. It's quiet. It's peaceful. It's choosing to create distance without harboring resentment, and choosing silence without letting bitterness take root in your heart. And yes, you might feel lonely for a little while. That's a real possibility. But let me tell you, loneliness with peace is infinitely better than constant connection with chaos. Here's the truth that ties this all together. God doesn't just bring people into your life. He also knows exactly when it's time to escort them out. Sometimes the most godly, most loving, and most faithful thing you can do isn't to stay, to endure, or to explain yourself over and over. Sometimes, the most godly thing you can do is to just walk away calmly, kindly, and without needing everyone else's approval or understanding. Thank you for watching. If this resonated with you, consider subscribing for more content like this.